name is Jonathan Sargent. Most people know me as John, so it doesn't really matter. But
Position here?
I got a couple. I do sales for Gold's Gym, and then also I'm one of the G-Fit coaches.
I guess is this where you want to be at this time in your life? It's gonna be like a dark interview, so you can do it.
I like the atmosphere. I like helping people. It's nice to also meet new people. But I think where it's a kind of a family-owned business, there's really not anywhere you can go to really progress. Like you can't be a manager because the owner's son is a manager, so it's kind of hard to progress that way. So I keep my options open.
So after here, if you don't leave, what are your personal goals after you would leave here?
Personal goals would probably be to just kind of make myself a 5-year plan. I'm 25, so I figure by the time I'm 30, I kind of have a couple things that I kind of want sorted out in my life. I think hopefully in 5 years I can find myself a good, steady, stable job that could support a family. Right now I'm currently trying to look at my options as far as like buying a house. But it's also kind of dependent upon what happens with if I happen to get a new job, because then if I move, that would kind of affect where I live.
So would those be your lifetime goals, or?
Lifetime goals, I kind of like to just continually teach myself new things, challenge myself. I like to learn. I'm not a big fan of school, but I like to learn. So I'm always constantly trying to teach myself new things, and my coworkers always give me a hard time because I always come up with these random new things that I've done, and they're always like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know, I just wanted to try it out."
So I guess I already asked you, but during like high school, was this your goal to be where you're at now?
Not really. I really didn't have a goal after high school.
And then what brought you here?
I used to build armored cars, like bulletproof vehicles for government contracting. We would build cars for like presidents of Africa. It was just a company that would armor vehicles. We did a lot of like James Bond kind of stuff to them. We had like machine guns on them, smoke screens, escape hatches. But I left that job to go on an LDS mission. And when I came back, I was working for my uncle as a hod tender, doing bricklaying and stuff like that. And I got a membership here just to work out. And one day, I kind of made friends with a couple of people at the front desk. And one of the girls, she asked me if I wanted a job. And I was like, I guess. It's because one of the guys that was working there, he's leaving for the military. So she had me fill out an application. I got the job. So.
What would you like to be doing in 5 years? And then again for 10 years?
Like a job position
or
5 years?
In life.
I just kind of want to get myself to where I'm comfortable. I don't need to be a millionaire or anything. I just want to be comfortable with where I'm at and financially secure.
You already answered your age, and then would you ever like a desk job, like a safe, easy job?
If I had to, I guess I would do it, but I'd rather not. I like to be outside. I like meeting people, so it doesn't really matter. I'll do it if I have to, but it's not my ideal position where I would want to just sit down and be at a computer all day.
And then these are all kind of the same. So if you had to take a safe route, what would you do if all of a sudden you fell into a family, and then would you go back to school since you have a family, and then would you stay here or move?
Uh, like I said, I'm not a big fan of school. I'm not really wired for it, um, especially like colleges. I've done couple classes up at Weaver State, and I did okay. It's just I'm not a big fan of how the teaching process is. So I did a lot of my schooling for trade work. So I did construction technology. I'm a certified welder. I did most of that at the ATC. But I would kind of like to go back to school just so I could have that a degree. Uh, Even though I have some of my friends that have degrees where I know I can do their job a lot better than they can. So um, I think eventually I'll probably try to go back, maybe do some night schooling or something. But
Would you stay here in Utah, or would you move?
where I'm not really held down by anything, I'd probably consider moving. It really wouldn't matter if I had to relocate.
And I guess since you're young, do you like where you're at right now?
It's livable.
And then, if you could pick any job to do, what job would that be?
Never really thought about it much.
Like if you didn't have any restrictions, it'd be cool to do that.
So that's my hardest thing at least for why I've had a hard time going to school, because I don't really know what I want to do, because like there's a lot of things that interest me. I just recently got my CDL license. Well, I got my permit. I still got to take the skilled portion test, but I really want to get my pilot's license. I know schooling for that, for like the aviation program, is about $60,000. So that's kind of held me back a little bit. So eventually, I think I want to get my pilot's license. I thought about being a commercial airline pilot, but I think it'd be a lot of fun.
And then, where would your location be if you did like your piloting?
I'm not a big fan of cities, so I kind of like to be out in the outdoors. So somewhere up in the mountains, a lot of trees, open area. Um, I've looked at some. I really like Alaska. I think it's really pretty. Not everybody is a fan of Alaska for the extreme temperatures, but just somewhere I could kind of be out by myself in the hills.
And then, I guess, would you rather have a safe job or your dream job?
Kind of depends upon what kind of responsibilities I had. If I had a family, then I'd probably go with the safe job. But otherwise, I would probably just do my own thing.
And then, back to the other question, if you had a family, school, and location, would you continue your dream job, or would you go? You basically said you would go back to like a safe job if you had to.
Yeah. If my dream job was keeping me there and supporting and keeping all my responsibilities in order, then I'd probably just stay there. I wouldn't bother with going back to a safe job. But if things fell on hard times, then I'd do what I have to do.